After exploring 15 different trailers, magazine covers, and posters of the horror genre, we have become aware of many similarities and conventions they all follow.
In this video, we will be discussing these conventions and their effects, and will insert examples. This next clip is an example from the Conjuring 2 trailer.
Desperately needs our help.
After everything we've seen, there isn't much that rattles either of us anymore.
In this clip, the key focus points we'd like to address is the soundtrack used.
The church-styled choral music heard at the beginning links to the horror genre. Its eerie tone creates the link between religion and demons.
The scream heard by the little girl being thrown on her bed is often heard in horror trailers, as this sound signifies a danger and fear, while shocking the audience.
The next clips are extracts from true stories.
South Hartford 911, what is your emergency?
Three people.
Ma'am, what's the problem?
3 people are dead. I killed them.
Ma'am.
One convention to the horror genre met here is the idea of it being based on true evidence and a real story. Again, this shocks the audience as they become more engrossed, intriguing them to watch.
The glitches are conventional of a documentary-style film, linking to what we want to recreate, and emphasising the suspense as something actually occurred.
The ambiguous tone to her voice creates more curiosity for the audience, as an unknown sound and black background engrosses them as to who this is.
The quick black and white jump cut is used to grab the audience's attention. The clip is not long enough to reveal any plot, but captivates them as to who it is.
These 2 posters and magazines advertising horror films follow the horror genre convention.
The red in Blair Witch symbolises the themes of blood and danger, which are key themes to a horror. However, the black symbolises death and demonic themes.
The white in The Woman in Black symbolises innocence and the key narrative of good versus evil presented in many horror films.
I am so sorry. Because it is my fault.
The 3 missing Montgomery College students continues in Frederick County tonight.
10 days and thousands of man-hours have been unable to produce any clues.
Police arrived at the home.
Had committed these murders during an exorcism.
Linking back to the idea of real life, various news coverage sequences highlight the effect of the overall film, as it can be relatable to some of the audience as they think back possibly to a relatable experience. It makes them feel vulnerable and sympathetic towards the characters, as they know this may be open to them, extending their fear.
There are various stereotypical character types used throughout the horror genre, the first being demonic possession and demons.
The demonised characters from The Exorcist and Annabelle is conventional of them being through both an object of a doll and a human being. This emphasises the unpredictability of the horror genre, which makes the audience more scared, as they don't know what could be demonised. There are a range of locations which are commonly used throughout horror films. Horror films often use a specific range of locations, as they have become iconic and recognisable to my audience, to help them identify with the horror genre.
A haunted house. This is a common horror film location, normally featured at night time. It is usually old, derelict and abandoned house. Conventional haunted houses mostly involve a tragic accident or brutal fatality to occur within the location, which causes it to be haunted. This can also be haunted through means such as a curse, common in witchcraft or paranormal, which can lead to the house becoming possessed by a ghost or a demon.
A graveyard. This is a common location to set parts of a conventional horror film. This location type works well because it has connotations of death, ghosts and loneliness.
Rural locations. These are often isolated and hard to escape from. for instance being lost in the forest within Blair Witch Project. These include forests, mountains, resorts, oceans, or space. Thank you for watching our video on horror conventions. Bye!